Alright everybody, this is Zaxter99 playing one of my most played games for myself since it launched back in 2016, Dead by Daylight. We're just loading in, guys. I want to go ahead and take this opportunity here to share with you guys what I have felt for 7 years probably is one of the best survivor perks in the game. And there's so many like huge content creators that have rated all the best survivor perks, all the best killer perks, and stuff like that. And I've seen these things too many times where they have my favorite perk way down low or like mid tier or whatever, and it's just so much better than that. Fuck you, Chucky. Don't listen to him. Chucky is an evil little shit, especially if you're a survivor. Alright guys, so what I want to go ahead and do is I'm just going to go ahead and take Ace here. I'm going to go ahead and take my preloaded perks, and I'm going to show you why one of these four perks, I believe, is the best perk in the game. Could it be Left Behind? Play solo Left Behind can be a super powerful perk, showing you the hatch within a 32-meter range, giving you the aura so you don't have to listen so carefully for it, especially if you're in a chase from the killer, and you hear that heavy heartbeat or whatever. Can make it pretty hard to hear the hatch sometimes or know which way exactly the hatch is. Left Behind is going to show you that aura and give you that escape when you might otherwise be dead. Could it be Calm Spirit, a perk that reduces the chances of altering birds, basically crows, by 100%, and then it also silences you opening a chest or cleansing a totem by 30%, but it does increase the time it takes to cleanse the totem or open the chest. Could it be Autodatic? This is the perfect counter to the very popular killer perk Sloppy Butcher, because Autodatic completely negates that slowdown on healing when you're taking big skips, when you're taking big jumps in your healing progress. You completely negate Sloppy Butcher. However, you do have to get 2 tokens where you take a dip and or take a regression in progress on healing before you start gaining progress on those skill checks. But once you actually get like 4 or 5 tokens from healing other survivors, this can come in huge at the end game and actually turn like a 2k or a 4k into a 2k or a 2k into no kills or whatever. It can come in big, especially if you're altruistic. Or could it simply be Bond, a perk that unlocks one's aura reading ability? Allies' auras are revealed to you within a 36-meter range. Well, which of these four perks do you think is my favorite perk in the game? Well, guys, it is no other than Bond. Bond, you may scuffle at, you may laugh at right now, you may be shaking your head thinking, what the hell is Zaxter99? Guys, I'm going to play a game, and I'm going to show you and explain to you just some of the many ways that Bond can completely change your game of Dead by Daylight and turn your game around. Bond is a perk that I guarantee you has helped me escape way more, a much higher percentage than any other perk in the game could have. It's a perk that saves my ass more often than any other perk has over all the games I've played in Dead by Daylight since launch. Bond is a perk that can help you change the game in literally hundreds of different ways. And I'm going to show you a few of these as they come up live in a game. And I'm going to show you why Bond is easily one of the best survivor perks in the game. Let's go ahead and play. I do have a flashlight loaded. I do have sacrificial wards, so if a killer tries to take us to like RPDs, such as a Myers, or they try to take us to, the hospital or whatever, Larry's, something like that, Myers trying to take us to Larry's, where this is going to completely negate that offering. So we'll see what game we get, what killer we get, and we're going to try to show you why I love Bond so much in just one game of Dead by Daylight. While we play, I'm going to explain other ways that I believe Bond can really help you as well. Alright guys, after a short wait, we are finally in a lobby. And we're loading in with some consolers here. We got a Michaela. Oh, Michaela left. We got a Megapoo. High Spite, huh? Hello, High Spite. You are much higher prestige than I am. I'm only 41. This is my highest prestige character, by the way. We have a Bagel. How you doing, Yoichi? I think that's how you say his name, Yoichi. We already have the killer readied up. I wonder what killer we have. I just hope he doesn't have Lightborn. Hope he's not loading up Lightborn because he sees 2 flashlights here in the lobby. Looks like Yoshi has him a Steam Deck or something, or a Nintendo Switch, maybe. Come on, we need one more Survivor game. There we go. We got Mazer. How you doing, Mazer? In those Levi cut-off jeans with a belt. That's what always looks so weird. Like, short cut-off jeans, but a belt on. Like, what? I guess it looks sexy or cool or whatever, but it also looks kind of weird. It's like, if you're gonna wear jeans like that, why are you wearing a belt? I mean, hell, just let them fall down. No, but yeah, I would just think that part of the sexy look would be like not having the belt on, so that you could maybe see like the worn flap half open or something. You know, I don't know. Maybe have the shorts unbuttoned and have that zipper locked down so that it can't slide down. You know, it's still not going to show anything, but just that unbuttoned button on the top of the shorts would also kind of add to the appeal of seeing all their skin on their legs or whatever. Wearing a belt kind of takes away from that whole image, I guess. I don't know. It just kind of negates the whole showing all the skin of their legs to put a belt on short shorts like that, in my opinion. You guys will have to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Alright, we are loading in. I'm going to show you why I love Bond so much. Am I crazy? You know, is this actually a decent perk? Maybe you've used Bond a lot. Maybe you like it. Let me know down in the comments below. Maybe you've used it, tried it, and didn't really see the appeal. It wasn't really for you. Let me know down in the comments below as well. And if you watch this video, you watch this whole video, and you kind of see some things that maybe you never thought of before, let me know that as well. I'd love to know down in the comments below. Let me know as well if this video makes you start using Bond. That's what I'd really like to know. How I convinced you to start using Bond. Okay, so we load in here, guys. We see Bond is already going into play here. I can see it looks like Yoshi's avatar is right there. I know exactly where he's at. I know what he's doing. If he was to get in a chase with a killer or whatever, I would see that. I can see right now he's on a generator. Not that I couldn't hear it anyway, but it just gives me a lot more information than what I would have had I not had Bond. So we have the Death Slinger. He's gonna go ahead and get a snag on this pallet, makes sense. We're gonna try to get some distance here. Remember, the killers are almost always gonna catch you guys. It's are you giving your teammates enough time to get some gens done during the chase? And that's what you want to be doing. And he missed that one, thank God. We're going to run away here just in case he decides to cut off to the side of the building. See, the generators are getting done. I think he might have left us already. So another thing too, guys, we can see with Bond here is we see that no other survivors are around us. Now we can see that survivor's on a generator. Good information. We know that a generator is being done right over there. But let's say we're up against like a Legion, right? Against a Legion, your best strategy is to split up. So let's say that you're doing a generator right here, right? A Legion is the killer. And you're doing a generator, let's pretend I'm on a generator, and another survivor comes up and starts repairing that generator with you. Well, you know that versus a Legion, you don't want to be close proximity of another survivor because that plays right into a Legion's, power or their frenzy. So with that, once you see a survivor or coming up to work on the gen with you, you can bounce. You can be like, all right, I'm out of here if you're going to come do this generator, and split up. There, I can see 2 survivors are doing the generator in there. If you guys don't think that's valuable information to be able to see where 2 survivors are at, and that they're doing a generator there, that's huge information. Let's say I'm injured and I'm desperately needing a heal. Let's say I've already been hooked twice and I'm on death hook, right? I need a fucking heal. Well, I can go right over there and kind of, you know, playfully teabag in front of them, and they're going to fucking heal me. If they don't heal me, you know, just seeing me, if I just give them a playful teabag, I guarantee you one of them is going to turn around and start healing me. And they're just, unless they're just complete a-holes or something. But that is huge information, guys. So another thing too here is, let's say that I'm working up. I'm so busy talking, I wasn't even paying attention to that goddamn death slinger. All right. Try to scare him off a little bit with the flashlight. Go this way. I can see somebody else is injured back there by using my bond. Good information. I know where they're at. I know that the killer might, you know, be taking them and jumping on them, and it looks like they are. So from right here, even though that's a good distance, I can see the killer is obviously on them. I can see the killer has snagged them and exactly what's going on. So if I was not injured and I wanted to go in there for like a flashlight save, that's going to help me big time make the play that I want to make. My generator back over there in the corner just got done. Nice. This killer is waiting. It looks like he's going to try to slug now that we're down to 1 gen. And that guy's got a pallet. We cannot let this work out for this guy. Sneak that save. There we go. Okay, we're down. Now we would be able to see the auras of the other survivors when we're down anyway. That's not Bond showing us those right now. Well, the killer's got 2 hooks here in the last 30 seconds or so. Minute or so, I guess. But we still got 4 generators done. Yeah, it's just knowing where your teammates are in almost every situation is just so helpful to know where they are, what you're doing. Not only that, if you're a content creator or a streamer, and you're sitting there, you know, plugging away at a generator, we can all admit that watching somebody do a generator is not exactly the most exciting thing in the world to watch, right? Watching that generator play. Watching a generator be repaired. Well, if you have Bond, just like you're watching me healing right now, not the most exciting thing in the world. Because I can see his aura, I can see that he's looping that killer right there. I can see where he's at. It's kind of entertaining to be able to watch what's going on over there. Okay, now he's got him snagged. And we can kind of see what's going on because of our bond. Remember, we're not hooked anymore. This is our bond showing us where that running survivor is inside the building. Alright, we can see the down survivor anyway. That bond isn't helping us see that. I think I'm going to work on this generator. I think that's the play here. Again, we can see what's going on with Rebecca there because of our bond. We would not be able to see her aura that well if we didn't have bond. We see the killer there is walking around the left side of the building. And we can see very clearly what our 2 survivors that are up are doing. It's not only good information at times, it's just entertaining while you're sitting here repairing a generator. That's kind of what I was talking about. I can see that she's healing him. Alright, we're going to try to get this game out of the way and win this game here. Oh, he's coming over here. Does he have Tinkerer? Did he get an alert there that I was doing the generator? He's going to break my gen. I see that. Like, how did he know I was on the rhythm generator? Did he just notice it, or does he have Tinkerer? You can't break it twice, bro. Here's a miss, bud. I wonder if he's got no edge. They must have finished the generator I was on. But I didn't see another generator with that much progress. We're gonna go ahead and 99 this gate. And then let's say Yoshi or Meg, right, is being chased right here with Bond. Rather than just standing here teabagging at the gate like an idiot, I can go in, since I'm not even hurt, I can go in and try to, you know, take a hit for one of these other survivors if they're being chased. Like this guy. Let's say this guy was being chased. I can get right behind him and I can hit. It's easy to find his aura, right? Easy to find his aura with Bond. So very helpful there at the end when you're looking to maybe take a hit for somebody. It's, you know, you're playing the cornfield map or something like that. You're running through the corn going, where is this guy? Where's this guy? He's injured. I want to take a hit for him. Well, with Bond, that's going to make that a hell of a lot easier. We do have Meg. She needs to man. She must be being chased. There she is. See how I can see Meg's aura right there? Tell me that isn't valuable information, guys. It's going to help me come in here and take a hit for Meg if she's being chased. Right here again. This would be really bad if he had no head, right? But we already know he doesn't have no head, so we're out of here. Alright. So as we saw in that game didn't show us a ton of what Bond can do. But Bond is so invaluable, and there's just so many ways that it can help you out. You saw it helping entertain me while I was doing a generator, right? You saw that Bond was helping me find an injured survivor that was being chased so I can get behind him and take a hit, helping them escape. That can make the difference between one of your teammates actually getting out, and if they're on death hook, having them die. So being able to take a hit for them, and Bond makes that so much easier, especially if you're playing on a map like a cornfield map or something with a lot of debris and stuff like that in the way. So Bond there definitely helps you out there. Let's give you a couple of other situations where Bond can be invaluable, guys. Let's say that, let's just go up here, right? Oops, I can't redo that. Anyway, let's say 4 gens have been done. Let's say the last gen, right? Everybody's on death hook, just to give you a scenario, right? So let's say I'm not injured. Let's say I'm working on a generator right here. Let's say this is a generator, and I'm working on this generator. Let's say I'm working on this generator right here. Let's say this is the basement, right? And one of our guys gets his, let's say he gets his last hook. He gets his second hook in the basement. I'm already, you know, everybody else is on death hook as well. So this guy gets his last hook in the basement. And I've got, you know, I'm like almost 50% done with this last generator right here. Other survivors are over here somewhere. I don't know. I can't see them. They're out of range of my Bond perk. But let's say, oh fuck, man, now I gotta go save this Jake down in the basement, you know, instead of finishing up this generator. So I take off from the gen and I start to progress towards the basement to make the save. But now, because I have Bond, even though let's say there's a wall here or something like that, but because I have Bond, I can see the Meg here running in. I can see her aura running in to make that save. So right here, I could go, whoa, Meg's going in for that save, sweet. So I could turn around right back here, go back and finish this generator, saving me 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds of time. That's going to make a lot of progress on that last generator and hopefully help everybody get out of there. And it's information I wouldn't have seen, especially if there's a wall or, you know, whatever right here that makes me so I couldn't have seen or made it a lot harder to see Meg coming in for the save if I didn't have Bond. I'm going to likely see her a lot earlier because I have Bond going in to make that save, which is time saved getting that last generator done, which can make the difference between a 1 kill and a 3 kill, or a 1 kill and a 4 kill, or whatever. It's just time like that can definitely change the whole way a game goes, right? How many kills happen, if everybody gets out, if everybody dies, whatever. And this killer did have Tinker, by the way. That's how he knew I was on that gen. So, yeah. Good game to the Deathslinger there. Brain damage, right? So let's think of some other ways Bond can come in huge. We already know that, like, if this is the exit gate, instead of standing here at the exit gate teabagging, if you have Bond and you're not injured or whatever, right? You see, like, Yoshi over here injured. He's running from the killer. Now, instead of going off this way, looking for him, well, you can see his aura right here running. And you're like, oh, shit, let me go in and take a hit for this guy, allowing him to bounce out. That's fucking huge. All right, let's give you another situation where Bond is going to come in invaluable as we load into another lobby, right? Let's say that because you have Bond, right, you can see like 2 survivors perched on a generator. Let's say again, 4 generators are done. Let's say we're 3 gen, right? I don't know. Let's say these are all fucking generators, right? Now let's say the killer is chasing me, right? We need 1 more generator to get done, right? And I'm just running from the fucking killer. But now, as I run from the killer's behind me. As I run for the killer, right now I see a survivor here perched on this generator and a survivor aura here perched on this generator. Right when I'm right here, because Bond allows me to see those auras. Again, let's say there's a fucking wall here or fucking whatever, right? A mountain, whatever. Or not a mountain, but one of those hills or whatever. So I wouldn't have been able to see those auras repairing that generator right here if it wasn't for Bond. But now, with the killer chasing me, the last thing I want to do is take the killer right up by that generator being repaired and have the killer go after these guys and kick the gen, and then before we know it, the generator's knocked down to 0% progress, right? That's the last fucking thing you want to do. So, now because I can see the auras working on that last generator right here as I'm being chased, I could go, okay, and instead run this way, lead the killer this way. Even though the killer might end up nailing me right over here or whatever, at least these guys, you know, they get the generator done, the fucking, this powers the gates, and now these guys can come in for a save or whatever and save me at the end of the game. But it kept me from running the killer into teammates trying to get a generator done. And it doesn't even have to be like the last generator. Anytime, it could be the first generator. You still don't want to lead the killer right towards your teammates repairing a gen and keep that gen from getting done. So, obviously the selfish play with Bond is, you know, Bond is a very strong perk. It's a very powerful perk. So if you are in a chase and you see another survivor aura, of course that's going to allow you to run the killer right by your teammate. But the last thing you want to do is use Bond to run the killer into a teammate, especially if they're doing something productive, like taking out a hex totem or doing a generator or whatever. So Bond, you should be using Bond to run the killer away from teammates, not running them towards teammates. I have seen a lot of people use Bond to run a killer towards teammates to try to get the killer off of them. But there might be situations where you do want to run the killer by another teammate. Let's say that you're dead on hook and the killer's fucking tunneling you, right? And now you see a teammate of a David or whatever that hasn't even been hooked yet. Well, in that situation, it might be in your best interest to kind of run the killer by the David and hope the killer takes the bait and goes after David rather than killing you and getting you out of the game. You know, every game's a little bit different. But there's 2 more ways that Bond can come in huge for you that we didn't see in our last game. Guys, I challenge you. I fucking challenge you to use Bond, and you're going to have to use it more than a game or 2. Use Bond 10, 15 games, right? And while you're using Bond, pay attention to how much information the perk is giving you, how much information you wouldn't otherwise have. So rather than just seeing the auras and acting like, you know, it's information you would have had anyway, no, realize, like, think to yourself, wow, I wouldn't have been able to see that aura if it wouldn't have been for Bond. So I challenge you to play 10 or 15 games with Bond and be observant of the auras that you're seeing that you wouldn't have otherwise seen if you didn't have Bond. And just think to yourself, how helpful is that information, especially in some of the situations like I've given you. Guys, there are at least 100 different ways that Bond can help you out. Another way it can help you out, just coming to mind, yeah, you're injured, you need to heal. Well, with Bond, you're going to be able to see auras of survivors that can heal you. So you can go up to them and they're probably going to heal you if you get close to them. If they don't heal you, like give them a little tea bag, they're probably going to heal you, right? There's just a lot of ways that it can help you. Same thing, it can help you heal a teammate. Maybe you wouldn't have seen the Meg over here in a corner trying to heal herself, but she runs out of the med kit. Well, because now you have Bond and you're close to her, you're going to see that her aura is over here and she's hiding because she's not healed. Well, now you can go over here and tap that ass and finish her heal up, so now she can actually get back here over to the gen. Again, that's huge. Now she feels confident to go get on the gen rather than staying over here fucking hiding. You know how randoms are, right? Bond is just amazing, guys. And a lot of people that will, I've heard a lot of people over the years say, well, empathy's better because empathy doesn't just show you survivors in a 32 or a 36 meter radius. Empathy shows you injured survivors the whole fucking map. Well, guys, if I'm over here on this generator right here, and the killer's in chase with a Claudette way over here on the other side of the map, right, and he's injured her, I could care less. Let's say she escapes from the killer, right, and she's injured. Well, I'm over here on this generator. The last thing I care about is she's injured on the other side of the map. By the time I run my ass all the way over here to get to Claudette, she's probably either going to be found and hooked, or whatever, or found and dead, right? Or she's going to be healed herself. She's probably already self-cared herself, or somebody else has healed her, she's healed herself with a healing kit, or whatever. Or, you know, she's either bit hooked by that time, or dead, or whatever. Or, by the time I get all the way over here, she's fucking run all the way over here. I don't care about somebody on the other side of the fucking map. But what I do care about is every survivor, either injured or healthy, that's in my nearby area. That's what I care about, and that's exactly what Bond does. Guys, I challenge you, like I said, try Bond. 10, 15 games. Pay attention to the information it's giving you that you wouldn't have otherwise had. And then tell me down in the comments below what you think of Bond if you've never really tried it for at least 15 games. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been Zax39. Remember, if this video, you start using Bond because of this video, because of seeing this video, I would love to know down in the comments below. I'd also like to say that in all my years of playing Dead by Daylight, I've only seen one perk that ever beat the power of Bond in my book that was higher on my tier list, if you would say, of survivor perks, and that was Michaela. Michaela had her healing boon come out, and before they nerfed it to where you had to have 2 survivors heal, or you had to have 2 people using the healing boon to heal someone, when it was just one person that could heal you twice as fast or whatever in the healing boon's range. At that point, Healing Boon was a stronger perk than Bond, but Bond was still exceptional. But since they nerfed the Healing Boon, yeah, I still think I go back to thinking the Bond's the best survivor perk in the game. I mean, there's sexier perks. There's perks like, Unbreakable and BS and Dead Hard and all these other perks that are amazing one splash kind of perks, or perks with a cooldown, like your exhaustion perks and stuff like that. But there's no perk that gives you constant information without a cooldown that can help you more than Bond does. Information is invaluable, and Bond gives you invaluable information each and every game. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. This has been Zax39. Take care.